So good afternoon, children. So before the holidays, we have discussed periodic classification of elements. So we have seen that there are total 118 elements so far the scientists have discovered. So on the screen you are saying 114, but some more elements are also added to the list. Classification. What is meant by classification means if we arrange the elements basing on the similarities so that we can understand entire chemical elements, their properties in easy manner. So based on certain phenomena, the scientists have tried to classify the elements. The early classification done by whom? We have seen that Dobernin. And at that time, very few elements were there. So do you remember who was the first person classified the elements?
Johann Dobernin.
Very good. And how did he arrange?
He arranged according to triads.
So arrange the three elements as one set. And what did he observe that?
The atom mass of the middle element was roughly the average of the atomic mass of the other two elements.
Very good. You can see the same on the screen also. So lithium, sodium, and potassium, the average atomic mass of lithium and potassium is about 22.95, which is approximately equals to 23. So, Dobernin triad law, you can say that if we arrange the elements 3, as one set, he observed that the middle element atomic mass is average of first and third element. But could you able to arrange all the elements like that?
No.
Oh, that became the problem and defect. And next to whose classification we have seen?
Newlands.
Newlands. Very good. And how did he arrange the elements?
Atomic mass.
Yes, atomic mass. We arranged
And
based on atomic mass
properties.
and chemical properties. But how did he? First of all, he arranged the elements in the increasing order of their atomic masses. So whichever the atom mass is less, he kept it first. Next, second one, and so on. When he arranged the elements in that order, in the increasing order of atomic mass, what is the thing he observed? And you can easily understand why
The eighth element have the same chemical properties and physical properties.
Yes, eighth element and first element are having the similar
Same
properties.
properties.
But not same, similar. No, same and similar both are look same, but they are not same. Similar. Okay, similar properties. So Newland's law of octaves. What does say that when we arrange the elements in increasing order of their atomic mass, he observed that eighth element is having the similar properties of the first element. We have seen this also. But has it successfully all elements comes into this order?
No. Up to 20 elements.
Up to 20 elements. That is what you can say the limitations. And at that time, how many elements were known?
56.
56. Did you observe he arranged some elements, 2 elements is one slot? Isn't it? You can see that here. Here cobalt and nickel he arranged in one slot. He did not explain that why like that. And you can see here this nitrogen, phosphorus are non-metals. But whereas manganese is
metal.
So Newland's law octave did not arrange the properties in a successful manner, and whatever the point he said, that too it is applicable up to 30 elements. Now, can you guess what is the next periodic classification we are going to see?
Mendeleev's period.
Very good. Mendeleev periodic table is also called a short form periodic table. We have seen short form periodic table. So, can you say how did he arrange that? Mendeleev periodic table. He also, like Newlands, arranged the elements in the increasing order of their atomic masses, but given more importance to chemical properties. And in rows and columns, he arranged. He named 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on. What are these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Groups. And basing on what he arranged the elements in the groups?
Oxides and hydrides.
Very good. From oxides and hydrides, what we can come to know? It's valency. Is it? Hello. So basing on valency, he arranged the elements in groups. Okay. And that day we have seen that how the oxides and hydrates gives the valences. You can see that he arranged subgroups also, A and B. Why like that means, even though they are having the similar valences, slight of chemical properties, physical properties are different. So as they are having same valency, he kept in one column. But slight differences are there, no? Which are having same chemical properties kept in one group A, other in subgroup B. Like that he arranged. Now you can see here, see here, argon. Here argon is not there. Cobalt and nickel you can see. What is the cobalt atomic mass you are seeing on the screen?
58.9.
Very good. Nickel?
58.7.
Which one should come first?
Nickel.
Actual increasing order means nickel should come first. 58.7 should come first. But why did he reverse here?
In order to maintain chemical properties.
Very good. He has given more importance to the chemical properties. At some places, he reversed the elements basing on the chemical properties. And he left some gaps also. At that time, those elements were not discovered. So why did he leave the gaps?
Further elements will be discovered.
Further elements.
Very good. And he later on that elements were discovered, and that names also has given. Now, what are the drawbacks we have said? Can you recollect? Drawbacks, position of hydrogen. Now, what is the drawback means? Hydrogen is showing the properties of alkali as well as halogens. And second, isotopes discovered later, which are having the same atomic number but different mass number. So the position of isotopes also not clear. And we cannot say how many elements would fit between the two elements because it is based on atomic weights. No, we can write infinite number of rational numbers between two numbers. So there is no specific logic. So these were the defects of Mendeleev periodic table. So till here we discussed before the holidays. And we have revised and we have written well also exam. Now, all of you please take out your notes and start writing the next one. Modern periodic table. Modern periodic table. So please note down. Modern periodic table is based on atomic number and electronic configuration. Modern period. Sorry. Modern periodic table is based on atomic number and electronic configuration. Who discovered the atomic number? Here on the screen, you can see it.
Henry Moseley.
Moseley. Henry Moseley discovered. Moseley. So basing on X-ray experiments and all those things, he discovered atomic number concept. So now we all know that atomic number is nothing but number of electrons present in the atom. And we have learned how the electrons will be arranged in the atom based on certain phenomena that we learned in 9th class. Okay, now scientists have come to know that the properties of elements depends upon their atomic number. That's why we will write the modern periodic law. All of you please put side heading, modern periodic law.
In rough book only, sir.
Yes. So as we are not in the class in rough notebook or not in teaching notes, we are not maintaining any teaching notes. Teaching notes, we will write in text and exercise questions only. If it is classroom teaching, then whatever we write on board, you can copy it in teaching notes. Now write in rough notes only. Modern periodic law. The physical properties and chemical properties of an element. The physical properties and chemical properties of an element are the periodic functions of their atomic number. Are the periodic functions of their atomic number. Nana, can anyone say what is modern periodic law? Just now we have written now.
The physical and chemical properties of an element are the periodic functions of their atomic number.
Very good, thank you. Now, can you recollect Mendeleev periodic law? Mendeleev. Same, only one word will be changed. The physical and chemical properties of an element are the periodic functions of their atomic
mass.
Very good. Atomic masses. That is the Mendeleev. That was the Mendeleev periodic law. Now this is the modern periodic law. So now, basing on the atomic number, you can identify the properties of the elements. Now, how this periodic table arranged? Now, note down the first point. Here it is on the screen now. The modern periodic table consists of 18 groups and 7 periods. The modern periodic table consists of 18 groups and 7 periods. You can see it on the screen. You can see that horizontal one. Are you able to see here? 1, here 2, 3. This entire is row called as period. And if this is the 5th period, this is the 6th period, 7th period. And these are not periods. Actually, they have come from here. 57 and 89. From 57 it started, no, that's why it is lanthanides, and 89 it started. You can see the numbers also. These two are the part of here. So the total periods are 7. And how many columns are there? You can check. You can see the number. How many columns are there?
18.
18 columns. So these horizontal rows are called periods. So 7 periods. The vertical columns are called groups. Therefore, 18 groups. The model periodic table consists of how many periods and how many groups?
7
groups.